Hello YouTube. I'm actually projecting you onto a larger screen behind, so if I look beyond my computer, it's because I'm staring at myself at the big monitor. Anyways, I thought I'd bring this video to show you. I am 8 days recovered from donating a kidney, and I wanted to show you here that I'm able to move things now. Before, if I moved even my blanket here, I was extremely exhausted for the entire day. If I took this from upstairs, downstairs, which is approximately maybe 40 feet, 50 feet, I was in cold sweats. I was tired. But anyways, this is me. I'm still quite bloated, honestly. But anyways, this is me. I'm fine. My incision, you can see. But doing quite well, I might add. Let's see from the beginning. So I go to the hospital early in the morning, and I check myself in, and what they do is they get me in the gown. They hook up an IV, which they put in my hand, and once they hook up the IV, you go in a chair and you sit, and the surgeon comes, and he shows up early in the morning. You know, he's like, he's going to work. That's what he's doing. And he introduces himself, as he always has, and tells me what we're going to go through, and the gamut is pretty much, he's going to, I went to the operating room, and they just kind of say, okay, Mr. Howes, now you got to have a little humility here. You got to take off your gown to where you're only covering your front, so everybody can see my butt, basically. And I had to get on this bed that was kind of like a gel. It was weird. It was like a gel kind of bed, and my arms went into like these troughs to my side, and it was actually quite comfortable. It was just a little cold on my back. So I was actually in a good mood. I was joking and laughing with the anesthesiologist and the assistant, and the lady who was controlling my breathing and everything. I'm sorry, I'm still a little short of breath. It's still a little hard to breathe even 8 days later and talk. It's just kind of, you know me, I talk a lot. So anyways, she was from she'd been in Kenya, and she's been a nurse all over the world, and she was telling me my first time taking breath, and she was just talking to me, and we were laughing and throwing jokes, and I was told that whenever you get under anesthesia, that sometimes people forget the entire visit in the OR, the operating room. That's what the OR means. And I was all bummed because I was all excited. This is a cool new experience. I'm in a hospital room, and they say they expect people to be nervous and scared. And of course, I might have been nervous on the inside, but I was kind of excited. This was like going on a roller coaster or something. I don't know. It was interesting. I've been waiting a year and a half, almost 2 years for this process, and it was finally happening. I was in the operating room. They were getting ready to put me out, and I was just like, it's finally happening. There's nothing that can stop this situation unless something happens to me, you know, or whatever, someone drops or whatever. And so anyways, the doctor comes in, says, hey, Mr. Howes, and then he goes, I have to write on you, and he's going to tickle. So I'm sitting there, and he's writing on me with a black marker on my side to make sure he's going to take it from the left. And I'm giggling and I'm laughing, and I think they found that kind of unusual, but at the same time they said it's kind of a defense mechanism. You're kind of relaxing yourself. And he made lines where he's going to cut me and said, this is going to be a breeze, you're going to go to sleep, and you're going to wake up in recovery, and you're going to be fine. So I said, okay. And they said they would tell me whenever they did the anesthesia, but they tricked me. The lady goes, okay, they're going to start pumping with the anesthesia now. I said, well, when do I start counting? She goes, I'll tell you. She goes, it's going to burn, it's going to sting, but that'll go away in a few seconds. And oh my God, it went into my hand right here, but it was burning my index finger. I mean, we're talking like on fire. I was stinging. I was like, I go, oh my God, this is burning so bad. Is that going to stop? Is that going to stop? She goes, it'll be done in 10 seconds. Just kind of count back and you'll be fine. So in my head, I'm like, that burns, and I'm counting back, and she just told me to take deep breaths. I counted about 5, and next thing I was out. So that's what they did. They kind of tricked me a little bit, and I knocked out. I have a complete memory up to 5 seconds before I went to sleep, so I didn't lose any of my memory. Anyways, so I wake up in the recovery 2.5 hours later, roughly, and the lady said I only been asleep for 15 minutes. So I've been there for 15 minutes, so she said it was actually, I woke up quite quick. And I was completely coherent. I was aware of everything. Of course, my side hurt, and then they take me out in the bed, and I keep trying to grab the walls to help guide them around the corners, and the lady kept telling me to put my hand back in. And anyways, I get to my bed, and they go, okay, Mr. Howes, scoot over to the other bed. You want me to do what? I just had surgery. You want me to scoot over to the other bed? Can you guys just pick me up and move me over? No, Mr. House, you got to scoot. Just pick up your hips and pull your legs up and pick up your hips and scoot over. So I did this little wiggle worm thing where I was scooting my shoulders, and they're like, "Can you move your hips?" And I go, "I'll get to that. Just give me time if you're gonna make me do it." So I wiggled my way over into my bed. And so 2 hours after surgery, I'm able to completely move, which is weird. They didn't do it for me. So then it was a rough few days. I have to say, a lot of abdominal pain. I was on morphine. It didn't help. I freaked out the first night. Because you get little spasms, and couldn't eat anything for 3 to 4 days. I was on a complete liquid diet, IV, and then they're giving me juice, and this is something that's a problem. Is when you can't cough. You can, but it really hurts. You have to learn how to clear your throat, which is what I'm actually doing right now, so you're getting kind of a demo. And if you just push on your incision, which is what I'm doing, I'm pushing on my incision. You can cough. It hurts, but it doesn't hurt as much if you don't hold on. But it's a really, I try to control it, and it's hard to control just to kind of do that, from your throat, like you're trying to clear your throat, but sometimes that doesn't work. So stay away from candy, chocolates, fruit, things like that, or sodas, anything like that will cause saliva. So anyways, back to the story. So I'm recovering, and it was a rough few days, and finally I got to eat food, but before there was just sugary drinks and crap that were hurting my stomach. So finally I got food, and it was hit and miss. I couldn't tell if I was hungry or sore. Honestly, there wasn't a lot of bruising. I took myself off morphine, and they put me back on morphine because it was just too hard for that one night I took myself off. But the following day, I decided to take the morphine out of my room. I said to disconnect it, get it out of there. I didn't want to be tempted to use it again. So I was on just muscle relaxers and painkillers. And then I got a couple of good night's sleeps. I had one angel that was there with me in the hospital, honestly. She did something for me. One night I was basically crying because I was in agony on the toilet. I know it sounds weird, but I had walked around so much trying to relieve the gas pressure, because you have to walk around to relieve the gas. And I wanted to, I wasn't able to pass any gas. And I was in agony, and I couldn't really move. I had strained my back. So she did some stuff to me on my back with warm towels, and she helped me to my bed, and she's the one that got me to go back on the morphine for the next extra night. So I had an angel there in the hospital, and so anyways, she's a good woman from Jamaica. So anyway, so I get home. I'm extremely happy, and I took myself off painkillers on my 6th night, and it's been 2 days because this is my 8th day, and honestly, I'm doing great. I am myself. So it's a little sore. Honestly, it's not that bad, and I'm feeling good. I'm working on getting ready to hang out with my trainer when I get home a week from tomorrow, on the 26th of March, to start going to the gym so I can get back to work. I'm extremely bored here. I'm looking into ideas of having cosmetic surgery to minimize the scarring and to, sorry, I'm still burping, there's still gas, and to just kind of, bring the coloring down, and, tone it out, and to even look normal again and just start getting back into my life. I have one kidney now, so my diet, I'm told I can do whatever I want. I can eat whatever I want, I can drink whatever I want, but in moderation. Limit myself. And low sodium diet. You don't need one kidney. I mean, you don't need 2 kidneys. You really only need one. You use about 75% of one kidney, but it's just distributed between 2. And with one kidney, your body has to adjust, but once it's adjusted and you stay healthy, the benefits are through the roof. There's nothing that can stop your life from being normal. So honestly, I smashed my finger and hurt more than this. This has not been an ordeal. It's actually been kind of an awesome experience. I recommend anybody who is able, don't do it if you just want to do it. Make sure you are healthy. I had pristine health. We checked twice. If you're able to do it, I recommend it. Honestly, you're saving a life. I was able to save 2 lives because I wasn't compatible with my recipient, so I donated to somebody else on her behalf. But it's pretty awesome when you save a life. So truly, I recommend it. I recommend it to anybody to do what I've done. So good luck. If anybody sees this video, it's public. It's my friends. I'll talk to you more, and I'll be giving you progress on my health. But anyways, thank you. Thank you for watching.